Hey guys, 801 Revolutionary here with the part 2 of this little gear review, and this time we're going to talk about the Paramilitary 2. Get out of town, here it is, the long-awaited Paramilitary 2. Let's not wait any longer, let's just tear right into this thing. Oh yeah, there we go. This is definitely not a unique knife in the Spyderco community. For all those who wanted a screenshot real quick, there you go for the model number. I was on the EDC Planet forums asking everybody what's the next Spyderco I should get, and without a doubt this one came up the most. Paramilitary 2. I guess it's just kind of a knife you have to have in your arsenal and at least try it once. They have made quite a few improvements from the original Paramilitary, and boy did they just knock this one out of the ballpark. Some of the differences from that old one: the handle here used to come down a lot farther right here and kind of would sweep in a lot more and make it a little bit more uncomfortable for guys that had bigger hands. Also here where the thumb ramp was at, there was kind of a gap right here that would snag your hand if you had this in your pants as you were trying to put your hand in your pocket. There was a kind of a sharp edge off this thumb ramp here, so they kind of got that all nice and hidden in there. The overall fit and finish of this blade and knife is just wonderful. That huge lanyard hole right there is probably one of the more noticeable things about it right off, and they have that oversized Spidey hole right there for deployment. It rocks the compression lock, sorry. And you know, it was my very first experience with this compression lock, and I didn't really know what to expect out of it. But from one thing I can tell you, deployment on this knife is absolute 10 out of 10. It's the best deploying Spyderco I've ever had. This compression lock is so wonderful that if you just close this, keep your fingers out of the area right here where you're going to get a blade bite as you disengage this. The tolerances are so beautiful on it that it'll just swing that blade right down if that's unlocked, which is kind of nice. It's just such a smooth knife, it's just shocking. And the other thing they did too, this usually comes tip down carry out of the factory, but I went down to Blade HQ, and those guys are so wonderful. They switched my pocket clip right there in the store before I even went home to do it myself. They asked me if that pocket clip was oriented correctly for how I prefer to carry it, and I asked them to switch it, and they had no problem at all. Blade centering on that's just drop dead perfect. This blade here is the CPM S30V stainless, and the one nice thing about Spyderco, everything's kind of a sprint run. They always are doing different blade steels with different colored handles, and really kind of makes your knife unique. On this backside here, it's got their famous kind of saying there, Golden Colorado, USA Earth, which is kind of a fun thing they do. And you have Sal Glesser's little mark right there, if you can see that properly. There we go. And that one's going to be Eric's. They were both very instrumental and hands-on in the production of this knife and all the little tweaks and changes they've done. Now, the couple other nice little features about this that I've noticed, in your regular saber grip, just kind of in the back position right here, it's extremely comfortable. Very comfortable. It just locks right in the hand. They've got the jimping all the way down on the spines right here. It's one thing I wish they did on the Tenacious. And then they've got the really solid thumb ramp. So even if you're just kind of back here pushing into it a little bit, you know, just even right there, not fully even on the thumb ramp, you really feel like you've got a really good purchase on the blade. And even if you go lock your thumb in fully, just wonderful. And then the other thing they did too, which I really like they do on the Ricasso here, is put a lot of jimping right there and make a real good finger choil. And what that does is it enables you to really choke up on the blade for some tight cutting and you really feel like you can really get a lot of control. So you can choke way up on it and still just lock yourself right in, and you feel like you've got really great control there. The other thing they changed from the previous version is they've made it so you can put the pocket clip on all corners, both left and right side, to make it so you can carry exactly how you want to carry it. The compression lock here locks up just as solid as can be. There's absolutely no blade play whatsoever in this knife, up, down, left, or right. Really pleased with it. I think it's just a plumb good looking blade. The right size and whatnot. I do have the Endura 4 as well, which is kind of a larger knife from Spyderco, and I didn't kind of want to reinvent the wheel and just get two big knives, but it really kind of seems like this is a perfect difference in kind of the sizing down on the blade, just a little bit in the redesign of the blade. Enables you to really choke up on it as well for some kind of everyday carry, opening boxes or food prep. You know, choking up on it seems to be more common than not when I use this knife. As far as everyday carry goes, I've been driving this knife for a long time now. Over that week or so, put it through its test, and it's very comfortable in the pocket. Extremely comfortable. I thought a bigger knife like this would be kind of a big pain, and it's definitely not. You know, weight-wise, it's just perfect. You can see they hollowed out the internal scales as well. See if I can get a good view. There you go. You can see they've hollowed those out a bit to save some weight on those steel liners there. And not all my Spydercos have this pillar design, but I'm a real big fan of it. You'd be surprised how much pocket lint and crap your knife can pick up just riding in your pocket all day. And cleaning these out is just a breeze. It just blows right out all the crap that gets in there and makes it nice and smooth. But if you have the means to get one of these and it's legal where you're at, I would definitely recommend it. To date, it's been my favorite Spyderco I've owned, and I've become quite the Spyderco collector. If you have any questions, problems, comments, by all means give me a call. I'd love to chat with you, or email me, or talk to me via YouTube. However you want to get a hold of me, feel free. This is another review from 801 Revolutionary. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Thanks, guys.